Hello all. In the last two videos, you have seen what is inheritance, different type of inheritance. In today's video, I'm going to explain with the code example what is the use of new, virtual and override keyword in the inheritance. And in the end of the session, I am going to list out the key point to remember for the inheritance. Let's quickly jump to the code. I have created two class A, class B. Class A, class B is inherited from class A and class A having the same function name calculate in B, both having the same. And I have just kept one console.readline from class A, console.readline from class B. So when we run, we'll get to know from where it get invoked. Also, what I did, I created an object A and given reference from the object A itself. Again, I've created A, B with obj B with the reference B. Here is little bit twist. A object AB with reference to B. So in the parent, I'm giving the child reference. Let's open this also. I'm creating B obj BA and giving the reference of parent. But see, it's a compiler error. So the parent reference you cannot give to the child. Remember this all points. So let's comment it out this. And what I did in the below obj a dot calculate. I'm calling this function. Obj b calculate. I'm calling this function. Obj ab I'm calling again calculate. And let's see the magic from where it is getting called. Let's run this first. Let's control B 5 and see from where it's running. A from A, B from B obviously, but AB it's calling from A. This one is invoked, and let's see why it is happening. Anytime if parent-child relation is there, from derived class execution will start. So in this case, or you say in this case, execution start from here, and once it see this, it's not going to invoke this. Why it is not going to invoke this? Just put a cursor there, and what it's telling, b dot calculates hide inherited member. A dot calculate use the new keyword if hiding was intended. That means what? This function is hide it from base class. So whenever I am executing this, it is not going to invoke this. If you are really intended to hide this, you just put a new keyword, and if you see, this warning is gone. Let's build it. Let's run it. And if you see, there is no any difference between last one and this one. In the last one, difference was compiler was adding a new keyword. Here we are explicitly adding new keyword, and we explicitly telling hide the derived method calculate. Hope this scenario is clear. Let's go to the another scenario of virtual and override. In the base function, we will give virtual, and instead of new, we will give override. Now control P, build it. Now you see the magic. What will happen? Let's run it. Now it is invoking from B. Why it is invoking from the B? This one invoke from the B. Let me explain you why it is invoking from B. So the execution start from the base for this statement, and the base will see the override keyword. As soon as it will see override keyword, that means compiler understand that there is something function is modified. So it will take this function and it will get executed. So it's a concept of inheritance. It's implemented, which is a function is modified, or also we are calling dynamic over overloading. This is also a keyword. Dynamic overloading is overriding. Hope you are clear this all concept. This is very important for inheritance, and this kind of scenario is commonly given in any interviews, and once you give very confidence answer, your impression will be very good. Usually I also ask this kind of question in interview, and I find 70 to 80% people don't know this base concept of inheritance. Hope you see this video, practice it, and then you will be 100% clear what is new, override, virtual, and override. Let's go back to the last point, key point to remember for inheritance. As I explained in my explanation, drive class will always execute it first, and then the base class will be executed. When you do base over when you do uh, base and derived class, or everything from the base class will get inherited except constructor and deconstructor. Third point, if a class is if a class is not derived from any class, then C# compiler will automatically add object class to be derived. Fourth point, circular inheritance is not possible in C#. Take example, class A will be inherited from B, class B will be inherited from C, class C will be inherited from A. This is AC is not possible. This type is called circular inheritance. This is not possible. Point 4. Multiple inheritance is not possible. Only it possible by interface. Point 6. In the drive class, we call the base class data or function named by base keyword. That's all, guys. Hope you enjoyed all this session, and you are very much clear. You should be very much clear with the inheritance concept. If you like this video, give a like and subscribe this channel for upcoming session. Thank you very much.